I rise today to tell a story about a business in my district, Charlie's Bar and Grill in Potterville, located right off the freeway on exit 66. Like every other bar and restaurant in our state, Charlie's is struggling right now. Our governor, by way of her director of the Department of Health and Human Services, who, by the way, isn't a doctor or a scientist or an infectious disease expert, but is actually a lawyer. On top of that, a lawyer that no one voted for. But nevertheless, our governor, through her lawyer or director, has unilaterally shut down every single dine-in restaurant in our state, like Charlie's, where family and friends gather for a warm meal and a cold drink. I'm not a regular, but I've eaten at Charlie's more than a few times, especially when I lived only a few blocks away. Recently, a man dropped by Charlie's while some employees were taking a break inside. I had a couple of guys that were helping me out. During the downtime, I had them come inside and eat a couple of sandwiches, said John Devine, who's the manager. While they were inside, a man approached them. The man told John that he was really lonely and asked if he could have something to eat. John and his wife felt bad for the man and served him a meal. I wish I could tell you that this act of human compassion went relatively unnoticed and was simply a long list of unrecognized good deeds that are done on behalf of our fellow men and women every day. But not in 2020, and not in Gretchen Whitmer's Michigan, where it's always winter and never Christmas. Instead, we learned that the man who walked in asking for a meal was actually playing an elaborate ruse. He was an enforcement officer with the Liquor Control Commission dispatched to lay the screws to guys like John just trying their best to survive. And a couple of days ago, John learned that he had his liquor license suspended. Merry Christmas, John. So score one for the Empire. The Liquor Control Commission wins the day and smothers this poor guy in his restaurant. Nobody in the Liquor Control Enforcement Division is missing a paycheck right now, wondering how they'll get through Christmas. In fact, they have it so good that they can spend their days running trick plays and hiding the football on people simply doing a nice deed. In fact, when these taxpayer employees get furloughed, they are part of the protected class moved to the front of the line for unemployment benefits, ahead of the same people they are now preying on. They never had to wait on the phone for 8 hours to talk to someone or call their state senator for assistance with unemployment benefits. They probably also got their boat launched before everyone else last summer. This is Governor Whitmer's Michigan right now. This is the trickery of our bureaucracy. I doubt anyone here would vote for this strong-armed abuse of power, weaponizing our government against our people, preying on the struggles and desperation of their situation. These are hardworking small business owners in our state, and this is what we do to them. I can't believe it. I can't believe this is the government that we have right now. I hope no one in here is ever in a situation where you need a warm meal and a friendly face, because the word is out. Say no. You aren't allowed to appreciate the humanities in each other's needs. All you are allowed to do is shut up and follow whatever the unelected bureaucrat told you to do. And if you push back or ask questions, you'll be fact-checked into silence and compliance, or they'll strip your license away that gives you your livelihood, like they did to Carl Mankey, the barber in Owasso, or now at Charlie's Bar in Potterville, or many more just like them. The message is clear. We will crush you. But not all is lost. Senate Bill 1253, which will limit the time a pandemic emergency orders can be valid without legislative input, passed the legislature today with bipartisan support. If that bill is signed into law, we can right the ship and allow us to balance the risk with threats posed by COVID-19 with the impact of blunt force orders have on those who share no blame for the spread of this virus. While it would be a Christmas miracle if the governor signs this bill into law, I remain hopeful and prayerful for the people in our state struggling right now. Thank you, Mr. President, and I ask that my remarks be printed in the Journal.